and to Vancouver, the Vancouver GM mode legend himself, Joe Gattenby. Okay, in this video, I promise to show Phil Kessel behind the bench. I promise. GM week continues. Let's go. Woo! And oh, Quebec Nordiques franchise mode. Alexi, he says it best in the comments. Teams coming together, boys. You're damn right it is. 17-3-0. We are rolling right now. We are steamrolling opponents, even though we just lost to the worst team in the league, which is the Colorado Avalanche. Marcus Lindgren in the comments says it's his 33rd birthday. Only wishes he'll give Tom Wilson the captaincy or give me a shout out in the next video. Well, I'm definitely not going to give Tom Wilson the C, but happy birthday, man. Big love from Sweden. Things you love to see. Love my Swedes. Never met a bad Swede in my life. So happy birthday, Marcus Lindgren. Absolute legend. Now, in the last video, we went ahead and looked around the entire National Hockey League, and I'm glad we did. I didn't think it was going to take that long. Classic Brent move. I can't promise this video is going to be super long. The video turns out to be almost an hour, but I actually went in depth. I wanted to see how the teams were working, obviously with the crazy trades that happened around the league. You got teams like Colorado getting rid of McKinnon and Zane Sakic, which was something I didn't think would happen. And then they acquire a franchise defenseman from the New Jersey Devils. Things were crazy, but I think we can all agree that the New Jersey Devils, I saw some people in the comments say the Chicago Blackhawks had the best team, but I'm going to go ahead, I'm going on record, and I'm saying that the New Jersey Devils, in my opinion anyways, have the best team. Like, they're just so stacked. With the addition of Zane Sakic, they got Nico Hischier, Jack Hughes, Taylor Hall. Like, they're so damn good. This guy in the comments asks, why does Vegas always get so good offensively? Every single franchise mode that we do, they either end up with Lafreniere or they just get insane. For some reason, they always get the best players. I don't know why. I mean, maybe Vegas has that appeal. Everyone wants to go and be a professional poker player over there in Las Vegas. But yeah, for some reason in my franchise modes, they always get insanely good. Now, focusing on the squad here before we get into some simulation, I want to talk about a few things. And the first thing is going to be Lukas Raymond. This guy says, I never doubted, even though he spelled doubted wrong, I never doubted Lukas Raymond except for those 1 or 2 times. And I love that comment because that's kind of how everyone was talking in the comments. Everyone's like, get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. I mean, he's not having the most insane start to the year right now. 16 points in 20 games is not bad, but people were calling for me to trade this guy year number 2. I kept with it. He had 54 points last year, 20 tucks. He's playing first line, and I think we're going to keep it the way it is. I don't think we're going to change anything around. We're going to keep Arthur Kaliev, King Arthur, on the second line. Even though he's 82 with that chemistry, it really does bring his overall up. Farb says, don't change the lines. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kaliev will not grow if you play him on the third line role. Medium top 6 is weird this year. I have actually noticed that, so we are going to give Arthur Kaliev the most ice possible, playing him alongside of Matty Barzal and Lubomir the Milkman Mahalik, who's having another fantastic start to his young career. Now, I didn't notice, someone in the comments, I forget who it was, but he mentioned that both the Milkman and Conrad are both Slovaks, which is pretty damn cool. One last comment, I know we've been going over a lot of them, but Heidel is God. He says, sad to see Larson go without a top 3 pick. You hate to see it. The story was every time we traded away Adam Larson, we would trade him away for a first, and that first would become a top 3 lottery pick. Somehow, I don't know, but it happened like at least 3 times. Happened in our Seattle franchise mode. I think our Saskatchewan one as well. He kind of seemed to be our good luck charm. Unfortunately, didn't work out in Quebec, but we actually held on to him for like 4 years. But I'm glad that guys like Jeremy Poirier have now made the jump. Even though he's listed as a minor top 4, he just needs a chance, just like Arthur Kaliev, just needs a chance in the show, and he's going to run with it. So he's not hurting the team by any stretch of the imagination, but one thing we have to worry about is Jesper Bratt, and 11 points in 20 games isn't terrible. He is listed as a third liner as an 84 overall. The thing is, he's just making a boatload of money. I signed him to that contract when he was scoring 29, 70 points a year. Obviously, the money was okay for when he was producing those kind of points, but he kind of got pushed down the depth chart with the surprising results of Calder winner, King Arthur Kaliev. So we're going to stick with the way it is right now. I have Jesper Bratt on the trade block, so we might be able to get some trade offers. So we'll see if there's any interest for Jesper Bratt. We'll see if there's any interest with the trade finder. Let's have a look here. Let's see if anyone is going to come at us with an offer for Jesper Bratt. We'll click Y and see if anyone comes at us. So one trade offer, and that's going to be Ryan Pulock, a third and a fourth. Decent defenseman. I mean, we don't really need him, so it's not really the trade I'm looking for, unfortunately. So we're going to wait and see. Oh, we got some more here. Jesper Bratt for Vatanen and Shaw. I don't need a defenseman, and then there's the Ryan Pulock one as well. So we're going to say no. We're going to hang off right now. He is on the trade block, so maybe something will happen, but let's go ahead and get a bunch of simulation done. In a couple of games here, we got the 4-14-2 Montreal Canadiens. God, they're terrible. And we have a current 4-game winning streak against the Habs going on here. So Ryan Pulock for Connor Lockhart, no thank you. See if we can get back into the winning ways. There you go. It's a 6-4 win. Tom Wilson wants to chat with us. I always click persuade. I always try to find the best of it. Unfortunately, he says you need to... Unfortunately, he doesn't think he's going to be able to snap out of this. Well, he's having a pretty good start to the year, so his morale went down, whatever. Come on, Tom Wilson. Are you mad I didn't give you the captaincy? Come on. We lose there against James Avagetti and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Up against the Montreal Canadiens, just a quick little refresher. All-time record, we are 7-5. Things you absolutely love to see. I know we can't take any team lightly, but this is a game that you have to win. At home, a really good team against a really bad team. Let's go, boys. Phil Kessel behind the bench, period number 1. And it's 3-0. Nasty Nas, Conrad, and Ryan Suzuki. There you go. Period number 2. Oh my God, 6-0. Nasty Nas, Matty Barzell, and Tom Wilson. What do you mean you can't get out of this slump? That's a Gino, baby. You're on the score sheet, 6-0. This is exactly how I wanted this game to go. I actually scored the exact same amount of goals in the games that we've played, but since we're about to win 6-0, our goal differential is about to get a little bit bigger. Thanks for coming out, Montreal. Another lottery pick for you, 6-0. That is exactly how you should play against the Montreal Canadiens. Lukas Raymond with 2 helpers, Nasty Nas 2 goals and a helper, and Tucker Tynan with the shutout. Now, speaking about goalies, I think we're just gonna keep on with the 1-2 punch. It's something I've never had in a franchise mode. I always strictly have a really good starting goalie, and then we always just rotate whoever it's gonna be, whether it's like 78 overall backups or whatever. We always rotate backup tendies, but I really want to roll with 2 starting goalies here. Obviously, Askarov has taken the reins, and he started to progress a little bit better than Tucker Tynan, but you saw there, 6-0 win. Tucker can definitely get the job done. 8-2 against Nashville. How you doing, Legwand? See you later, Chief. And a 7-2 win. We are putting up some numbers right now. 25-5-0, a 2-0 shutout. Things you absolutely love to see. 14-14-3 for which I think is one of the best teams in the league, the New Jersey Devils. Let's see if we can keep the W's coming here up against Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, Zane Sakic. The list goes on here in New Jersey. We're in Quebec. You know the rule. If we score first, free poutine for everyone. Get that first goal. All right, no one gets it in the first. Is it going to be in the second? No. Isaac Hamilton scores on Askarov. No free poutine. And then Taylor Hall comes right back. A quick 2-0 deficit. Come on, boys. We can get out of this here. Nasty Nas. He's been on fire lately. Scoring a big goal, but then Timo Meier scores on Askarov. Okay. All right. We know Jersey's good. The record definitely doesn't indicate how good they actually are. They dismantled us 4-1. Things you hate to see. But 26-6-0, I'm not complaining at that record at all. I'm feeling very confident here that we are going to be a very good playoff team. And then we bounce back with a big win, 4-2 against a very good Vegas team. And then we lose against the Leafs. It's kind of weird. You know, we beat really good teams times than lose to teams like the Leafs and the New Jersey Devils. But whatever. Up against Ottawa here, a team that we're going to be battling with forever. If it shows the stats here in a second on the bottom right, they are third in the division, so we definitely have a nice cushion there above Buffalo and Ottawa. I'll say it one more time. I've said it 100 times in the last couple of episodes. Every game is a must-win. I don't want to be fighting for points later on in the year. I don't want to do that, especially against Ottawa. I'd like to go into overtime here. I want to see Phil Kessel behind the bench. As you can see, I'm trying to get into OT. I've been slow simming a few games here, but let's go period number 1, and it's 1-1. All right, Nasty Nas. Oh my God. Do I smell? Wait, what is that? Is that potentially a Norris Trophy season? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Damn, that smells good. Nasty Nas just killing it. Stay hot, buddy. Brady Tkachuk scores for them. Period number 2. Okay, 4-1. Tkachuk, Brandstrom, and Vitaly Abramov. All right, well, you know, we've won, what was it, 14 straight or something early on in the year, so I guess we can afford to lose a few games, but it always hurts losing against Ottawa. They get 2 more for good measure, 6-1. That is a game I really didn't want to lose. All right, let's get some more simulation done here. We got up against Pittsburgh. There you go, 5-2. Philly's a very good team. They have a very similar record to us. We haven't lost in overtime or shootout yet, actually, which is kind of interesting. Let's see if we're going to get the win against the Flyers, and we win 4-2. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Things you love to see. We're rolling right now. I wonder how many more games against the Montreal Canadiens we have this year. 7-6 OT win. We're unbeatable in the extra frame. That's awesome. 0 OT or shootout losses. Adam Gaudette for a first. And of course, that's the xTech jinx. I say 0 shootout losses. And what do we get the very next game? You guessed it, a shootout loss. That sucks that it ruined our record there. 33-9-1 up against the Minnesota Wild. The Boogeyman, he's here. We got Conrad versus the Boogeyman. Let's go, period number 1. Send me into overtime, 2-1. Ryan Donato, William Karlsson, Lukas Raymond. There you go, couple of Swedes scoring goals. Period number 2. Oh my God, 4-1. What's going on? Every slow sim game we get destroyed, but then games that I don't slow sim, we seem to always win. We get owned 5-1. That's a giant yikes. So I see a game against the Habs next month, which is kind of cool, on the 9th, and then that might be the only game against the Habs we have. That's it, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get at least another month of simulation done. Where are we actually? Might go to the end of the month, and then, oh my God, Conrad, have yourself a year, buddy. 33 goals in 44 games. Holy. Let's go to the end of the month here, and then I'm going to check out the stats, do a little look around the league, maybe go in depth a little bit on some new players on their new teams. Check out how Matthew's doing on San Jose, all that fun stuff. Check out the upcoming drafted players. Just slow it down a little bit because I kind of have a plan for the rest of GM week as we lose another game in the shootout. Hell no, I'm not making a trade with the Habs. Back-to-back losses, I think for the first time this the Hurricanes and then the Washington Capitals earlier on, but 6-1 win there. Thank you very much for Matthew Barzal. A really bad team here in the LA Kings, but we know what can happen. We pretty much said the exact same thing when we were against the Colorado Avalanche. They were a terrible team, and they came through with a big win. Up against the LA Kings and Nathan McKinnon, Drew Doughty, and I forget his name, but Robitaille? Is it Mike Robitaille? Oh shit, what's his name? I forget. Something Robitaille. Period number 1. And it is 4-3. Okay, we got ourselves a crazy one. Mahalik, Hoivanen, and then Raymond gets 2. Attaboy. Adrian Kempe, Connor Sherry, and then Teravainen. Okay. 7 goals in the first period. It's a bit of a wild one. Period number 2. Okay, 5-3. Conrad gets a power play goal. That's what I'm talking about. I'd love a Lukas Raymond hat trick. I'd absolutely love myself a Lukas Raymond hat trick. Come on. You know you want to get the hattie. Mitch Marner, he scores. Looking for the pass. And then Nasty Nas scores a big goal, 7-3. Seriously, Nasty Nas is having himself quite a campaign. I'm interested to see how he's going to compare to some other higher end NHL defensemen out there, but I have to see Phil Kessel behind the bench. So I'm going in against the LA Kings because we may never get another overtime game. You're telling me that's Phil Kessel? That does not look like Phil Kessel at all. Wait a minute. Hold on. If you look at our head coach here, here's TJ Oshie. Where's Phil Kessel? We got Ray Ferraro right there chilling, but where is TJ Oshie? What kind of hairdo is that? Los Angeles is really getting to that guy. Where the hell is Phil Kessel? He's our assistant coach, is he not? You're telling me that's Kessel? That does not look like Phil Kessel at all. You can tell that's TJ Oshie, 100%. And that's our bald-headed coach, Nathan Tucker. But that, you're telling me that's Phil? I don't know about that game. I'm not too sure about that one. You know what? While we're here, it's a 7-3 game. I'd love to see a Lukas Raymond hat trick. Come on. Let's go here. 2 minutes left. I hope Lukas Raymond can get on the ice here and get that hattie. Oh my god, what an angle. He's trying for the bacon clapper. The bacon slap shot. You guys remember that? What a weird angle to take that shot from. Look at Conrad, second in goals. Oh my god, Vincenzo, have yourself a year. I wish that those kind of things popped up during the simulation. I wish those popped up instead of going into the actual game. If you strictly just like simulate games, you really miss out on a lot that comes in the in-game presentation. I wish it just kind of popped up randomly when you were simulating games, and oh my god, what a shot from Mitch Marner. Holy, that wasn't fair. Holy, second goal tonight, 18th on the year. Little toe drag here and just decides to let it go. It's a 7-2 game, Mitch, calm down. What a goal. That was just the perfect shot. Not a chance for the Tendy at all. 8-3. See you later. Mitch Marner with 4 points. How you doing? All right, so going into February here, we are 37-11-2. I assume we're one of the best teams in the league. Just a guess. 76 points. 72 Carolina. Yeah, we are definitely the best team in the league. There you go. I knew last year was a fluke. I knew it wasn't going to be like that this year. But Conrad almost has 40 goals in 50 games. Let me know in the comments how many goals you think he's going to end up with. I'm going to write it down and I'm going to say, okay, let's just think about it here. Looking at Conrad's career numbers, he's hit 70 once before, and he's probably going to come very close this year. I'm going to say he's going to get a career high in goals. I think he's going to get 72, one more than his career high. Let me know in the comments, and I'll try to feature some that get it right. Obviously, since it's GM week, I won't be able to read all of them, but there it is. I think he's going to get 72. That's my guess. Morgan Riley, 56 points. Mitch Marner with 52. The Milkman with 24 goals. He's second on the team in Genos. Matty Barzell, 47 points. I mean, playing on the second line, obviously his role is a little bit diminished, but still a very, very strong performance. Conrad seriously holding this team together right now. 60 points in 50 games, but almost 40 goals. Nasty Nas with 14 Genos. He's up to a 90 overall. That ties his career high for goals. He's a plus 43 on the year. Oh my god. Lukas Raymond with 9 goals and 43 points. King Arthur with 18 and 34. Nick Suzuki with 32. That's awesome. Suzuki, Wilson, and Bratt. I really like that line, even though Bratt's a -1. I'm thinking with Jesper Bratt, we'll probably end up trading him at the draft. I mean, he's not hurting the team, and he is listed as a third liner, so honestly, I think if we don't get a crazy trade here closer to the trade deadline, I think we might just keep it the way it is. Our fourth line of Suzuki, Hoivanen, and Helm, that's doing great. All plus players, can't hate on that. Hampus Lindholm, Ty Smith, and Jeremy Poirier. So 4 of our 6D are at the bottom of our scoring. But you know what? They're all plus players. We're winning a lot of hockey games right now. I'm not super worried about that. 15-2 for Tucker Tynan. Remember, there once upon a time was a moment where everyone was like, trade Lukas Raymond, and Lukas Raymond kills it. Everyone's like, oh, trade Tucker Tynan. Boys, he's 15-2 with 2 shutouts. I'm not trading this guy. Askarov's been really damn good as well, but 15-2 is very impressive for Tucker Tynan. So I'm happy with the goaltenders. Again, I wanna do something different. I always have a stud goaltender. You know, in the past we've had like Big Mac, obviously with our Seattle franchise mode. We had Big Germ in our Saskatchewan franchise mode, and now I kind of want to run with 2 goalies. This is kind of fun. But here's a look at everyone else. Quinn Bossy, James Reimer, unbelievable, 81 overall. overall. What a guy. Kata Hat. We got Alexander Hasek, Nick Doan, Freddie Anderson, Askarov's right up there. Any crazy rookies this year? Let's have a look. It doesn't really look like it. Ryan Suzuki's up there. He's only 11 points out of the top scorer. Maybe he catches fire. It's the exact same thing with Hoiven, and he's 12 points out. Maybe he catches fire. We have a back-to-back Calder Trophy winner. Any crazy rookie tendies? 10-4 for Sawgard, and that's it. So let's continue with the simulation a little bit. Again, I know I don't want to make this video too damn long because my plan for the next video is going to be the rest of the year simulation. So I'll probably go up to the trade deadline, then I'll cut it off, and the next video we will go ahead and we will get the rest of the simulation done, do a little recap, go towards the playoffs, and then I'm probably going to cut the playoffs. I mean, depending on how the playoffs go, I'm going to be cutting it into 2 videos, which is going to be Sunday, Monday, and then Monday, if everything goes to plan, the way we've been playing lately, I really hope it does, Monday will be the last video for GM week, and that is going to be the Stanley Cup run. I hope. Okay, I hope. I know I just probably gave us the xTech jinx, but that is my almighty plan. So let's continue on with the sim here, going up. Let's go to the Montreal Canadiens here, because obviously Montreal, we have to slow sim every single game. Up against the Avs, there you go, 7-1. They embarrassed us early on in the year when we were on our big winning streak, and we step up big time. Jonathan Toews for Cizik and Usato. So Cizik was obviously our first round pick. How's he doing? Is he up in, he's still over in the OHL with Kitchener, 25 points in 27 games. He's not really going to be a giant point producer. He's a big power forward, though, which I really like. And then Yu Sato. Good story, Yu Sato. 22 years old. I don't know if he's ever going to make it. I hope he does, but having a decent campaign there. I don't really need Jonathan Toews. Yeah, no thank you. Nope, not happening. No, no, no. But I did see a few comments of people, I mean, speaking of guys like Jonathan Toews, saying you could use a vet on your team like Jonathan Toews or someone who has Stanley Cup experience. Because right now, do we have anyone on our roster that's won a Stanley Cup? I don't know about that. I don't think we actually do. Just off the top of my head, who would we have that's won a Stanley Cup? Lukas Raymond's too young. Mahalik. Oh, sorry. Tom Wilson. He's our Stanley Cup experience. Of course, Tom Wilson has a Stanley Cup ring. And then that's it, right? Lindholm's played for the Ducks. He didn't play in 06 when they won. Brady Shea's played for the Rangers his whole career. Morgan Rielly doesn't have a Stanley Cup. Sorry, Leaf fans. And then our goalies are both drafted. So yeah, we only have one player that has a Stanley Cup ring, and that's Tom Wilson. Looking for 6 wins in a row against the Montreal Canadiens. And yes, I know I have to check out the Phil Kessel thing. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. Got a lot going on. I'm tired. It's almost the end of GM week. Up against the Habs here, looking for our 6th straight win, and to make our all-time record 9-5. Let's go. Period number 1, 0-0. Period number 2, okay, 1-1. Spike Helm, love to see it. And then Max Lafleur on the 4th, and then Max Lafleur scores for them. Spike Helm on the 4th line, getting a big goal. Come on, boys. Power play. Power play. Oh, man. You guys know Montreal's not that great. You know they're not a good team. You can turn it on anytime you want. Conrad might be a good time to get closer to the 72 mark. Going into overtime against the Habs? Okay, why is there 5:15 for overtime? Why is that a thing? Are you guys seeing that? There's 5 minutes and 15 seconds in overtime. There should only be 5. Okay, game. But in overtime, Nick Suzuki, the former Montreal Canadiens, scores a huge goal, and that is another win against the Habs. Things you love to see, ladies and gentlemen. But why the hell did it say 5 minutes and 15 seconds for overtime? That's interesting. Yeah, you can see Phil Kessel is an assistant coach. You're telling me that was Phil Kessel behind the bench? That's a really bad rendering of Phil Kessel. All right, well, that's weird. Staff chemistry is 84%, which is pretty damn good. And look at Nathan Tucker. A's all across the board. It's back down to a 69. Nice, but it was a 70 at one point. But yeah, that's really weird because that does not look like Phil Kessel at all. So like I said, I'm going to go up until the Vegas Golden Knights game, and then we are going to end off this episode. I'll have a look at the stats one more time. But again, I kind of have a plan for GM week. week, so I wanna do it proper, and I want the last video to be us hoisting the Stanley Cup. I'd like to say I planned it like that, but I actually didn't, and I'm glad that it's actually working out. But ooh, big trade. Oh, massive trade, and that is so funny. To San Jose, Brock Besser, Adam Gaudette, and a third. And to Vancouver, the Vancouver GM mode legend himself, Joe Gattenby. That's hilarious because he got his legend status when we played our Vancouver GM mode way back in the day, like 2014 or 2015. But that's crazy. That's a big move. San Jose gets Matthews and Brock Besser. Not bad. Riley Sheahan on waivers. How's he looking? 78 overall, fourth liner. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on you. Thanks, but no thanks. That's a big move. That's a giant trade. We might see a couple more here. Michael Backlund? No, we are an anti-Michael Backlund team here. Another trade here. Winnipeg gets Sami Vatanen for Hendrix Lapierre. Fun fact, Hendrix Lapierre watches my videos. What's up, Hendrix? There you go. He goes from Winnipeg to Minnesota. Sorry about that. 8-2 win there against the St. Louis Blues, and then a 2-0 win. So we are rolling right now. Hopefully we can keep it going here against Nashville. 6-3. Julius Honka. Okay, there you are. After years of his name being involved in trade rumors, there it is. He finally gets moved. 44-11-4 up against the New York Rangers. They're struggling a little bit. I'm hoping that the Milkman can really step up here and stick it to the New York Rangers. Thanks, by the way, New York. We've had good luck with New York teams. The Islanders, the Rangers, giving us star players for nothing. Things you love to see. Period number 1. And it's 3-1. Suzuki, Marner, and Stastny, and JT Miller scores on Tucker Tynan. So Tynan gets the start once again. Period number 2. Okay, 4-2. The Milkman. There you go. And then Kaapo Kakko scores, cutting the lead in half. But Conrad, one more closer to 72. But Kakko comes right back. All right, they're making it interesting. They're making it definitely interesting. I think we have this one in the bag. Classic xTech jinx. 35 shots for the Rangers, but Tucker Tynan standing on his head. Mitch Marner on the power play. Our power play must be so damn lethal. Another power play goal. Nick Suzuki. Seriously, going up against Marner, Stastny. That's just not even fair. Then the second unit has like Jesper Bratt and Nick Suzuki. These poor penalty killers out there, man. Marner, another 4-point performance. Stastny with 3. Kaapo Kakko with 2. There you go. That's a dominating performance. We're going to end up clinching a playoff spot here before... We're going to end up clinching a playoff spot before the trade deadline. Joel Eriksson Ek for a first. No thank you. Up against the Wings. Another win in the bag. Up against the Oilers. Connor McDavid. Jonathan Toews. I don't want you. Can we win against McDavid? There you go. Another win. How many is that in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking for 7 against the New Jersey Devils and Jack Hughes. They've picked their shit up a little bit. You can see their record's a little bit better than the last time they beat us. Period number 1. And it is 2-1. Okay, Nikita Gusev, Jesper Bratt, the former New Jersey Devil, scores on Mackenzie Blackwood. So does Conrad Stastny. Period number 2. Okay, they come storming right back. Enquist and Michael McLeod. Enquist was that guy who was actually just drafted, but unfortunately we don't get a power play goal, which seems rare the way our power play's been clicking lately. We're out shooting them, but still down by 1. Find that last second goal. Morgan Riley, Nasty Naz, Ty Smith, the former New Jersey Devil, maybe one time. Atu Ratti gets the empty netter, and we lose again to the New Jersey Devils, snapping our giant win streak. So unfortunately it looks like Conrad slowed down a little bit. Only 47 goals. It's still a very impressive total, but I don't think he's going to get 70, but who knows? Maybe. I don't know. This guy surprises us from time to time. Maybe he's going to get it. Maybe. Let's do a quick little recap here, and I'm going to end off the video. I'm sorry if these ones are a little bit shorter, but with GM week, you don't got to wait that long. You get another one tomorrow. Mitch Marner, he really picked it up. 74 points. Attaboy. Morgan Riley, 68. Barzell, a point per game as well, and the Milkman, 32 goals. The thing I love about Conrad is that he's going to score a ton of goals no matter what, but our problem was we didn't have a ton of secondary scoring, but Lubomir Mahalik, he is the answer to all of our problems, scoring goals at will. He had 39 last year. He's probably going to get over 40 this year with just under 20 games left. He needs 8 goals to get there. I think He needs 8 goals to get there. I think he's going to do it. And Lukas Raymond, look at this guy having a career year, 61 points. I think after this year here, he kind of found his complete game, 34 assists. Now he's got 43, 61 points. He could have close to 80 points. Nasty Nas with 51, 16 goals on the year. Arthur Kaliev, all right, write it down in the comments. Is he going to score 30 goals? Yes or no? I'm gonna say no. I don't know if 10 goals in under 20 games is possible, but I mean, maybe, potentially. I think the better question is he going to have more than 49 points? I'm gonna say yes, but I don't know about the 30 goal mark. Nick Suzuki with 42 points, that's awesome. Tom Wilson, 33. Jesper Bratt, 15 goals. Ryan Suzuki there on the 4th line. All of that 4th line doing awesome. Brady Shea, Ty Smith, and Poirier. And then as for the attendees here, oh my God, Tucker Tynan will just not lose a hockey game. He's 18-2. The guy keeps winning, but Askarov keeps winning as well. Oh my goodness. Here's a look at the rookie skaters. I don't think we're even going to come close in the Calder voting. Andy Wiseman, he is leading the way. And as for all skaters, just for fun, oh my God, look at this guy, Paul Vincenzo, almost a goal per game, over 100 points at the trade deadline. That's ridiculous. Bo Alfredson, almost 50 goals. So Conrad should be 3rd, yeah? Yeah, there he is. 3rd in goals. 1 more than Oscar Gormley. Take that, Oscar. But Trevor Yager, Crosby, still killing it. Can't stop, won't stop. 37 years old. Kyle Correa, Sam Steele, Vasalainen, Chubby, Stastny, Gormley, Johnny Hockey, Igor Fedorov. Ooh, look at Fedorov. Yeah, he's probably going to win the Norris this year. But we'll get into more of a deep dive in the next video. Let me know if we should make any moves. I'm a big fan of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The thing is with Jesper Bratt is he's under contract, so it's not like we need to trade him right now because we can trade him at the draft, and that's what I'll probably do. So I don't think we should make any moves. I mean, the boys are playing great. I'm super happy with how everyone's performing. Guys in the AHL should be doing all right, like Connor Lockhart. He's almost ready for the show. Yu Sato, I hope he grows as well. Zach Stringer, 75 overall. Stuart Rollo, man, there he is. Quinn Wrights, like there's some really good players still out here in our American Hockey League team. So lots to look forward to here in Quebec. The team's doing pretty good as well, 34, 28, and 1. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.